On Too Sharp with ET, first, the stock markets bounce back after 6 weeks of losses. NSDL shares keep climbing, oil markets stay cool on Trump's tariff threats, and the Indian banks, they start stress checking the exporters. Second important story, equity mutual funds, they hit a record level as the investors pour money into the small caps and the sectoral themes. Hi, I'm Nisha Podar. Let's get started. Sensex jumped 746 points and Nifty climbed 0.9% to 24,585 levels, snapping the 6-week losing streak. It's the PSU banks which led the gains. State Bank of India surged 2.4% after a strong profit beat on treasury income and the lower costs. Tata Motors rose 3.2% on upbeat JLR guidance and also robust commercial vehicle sales. L&T gained today 1.7% after bagging a 15,000 crore rupees order from Adani Power. So the broader markets, they also joined the party with mid-caps rising 0.9%, small caps 0.4%. Traders were bargain hunting after weeks of losses, and there's cautious optimism ahead of Trump's August 15 meeting with Putin in Alaska. And while the market mood was steady, NSDL shares kept their winning streak alive. Well, the stock jumped nearly 10% to 1,425 levels, and that's 78% above its IPO price and 62% higher than its listing price just 4 sessions ago. So the analysts say if you have the allotment, hold it for now for the long term. If not, it's better to wait for a dip to enter. Meanwhile, oil markets are barely blinking at Trump's threat to slap a 50% tariff on the Indian goods over Russian oil imports. Well, the Brent crude actually fell to $65.8 a barrel, its lowest seen in 2 months. India buys about 1.8 million barrels a day from Russia, 37% of total imports, and replacing that won't be easy. Private refiners like Reliance face tough choices, but the market seems to think that India will either keep buying or find replacements without a big price spike. And now, the Indian banks, they are also quietly stress testing the exporters. They are asking the clients about their US exposure, even cash flows and backup plans. In fact, textiles, gems and jewelry exporters, these are already asking the government for relief from duty drawbacks to interest payment deferrals. So it's not just the equity markets, even the equity mutual fund flows, they look unfazed by the tariff threats and also the uncertainties surrounding them. As per Amphi data, well, it's the highest monthly inflow for the equity mutual funds ever, with a massive 81% jump from the June numbers. Well, the sectoral as well as the thematic funds, they stole the show, pulling in 9,400 odd crores, which is up by an unbelievable 1,800% from the month before. Flexi cap funds, they came next with over 7,600 crores. Small cap funds added over 6,000 crores, while mid caps got around 5,000 odd crores. The only outflow, well, the LSS funds, which lost 368 crores. Debt funds also made a comeback after 2 months of outflows, adding 1.06 lakh crore rupees. Now, the money market and liquid funds, they led the gains. Hybrid funds inflows that dipped 10% to 20,800 crores, while passive funds more than doubled to over 8,000 crores. Now, with 30 new fund launches adding 30,400 crore rupees of total AUM now stands at 75.1 lakh crore rupees, up 16% YOY. Kotak AMC says a mix of strong SIP inflows, fresh launches is really keeping the domestic investors bullish. With that, it's a wrap on Too Sharp with ET. Thanks so much.